Goliath Bird-Eating Spiders, Giant Arachnids, written by Nathan Grove. Goliath Bird-Eating Spiders, Giant Arachnids, written by Nathan Grove. Focus question. How do the unique features of a Goliath bird-eating spider help it to survive in the rainforest? Table of contents. Big, hairy, and heavy. Eyes, legs, and hair. Life in the steamy rainforest. Hunters on the prowl. What eats a giant spider? Growing up as a tarantula. Why spiders matter, and glossary. Big, hairy, and heavy. It's nighttime in the rainforest. As you walk down the path, you see the biggest spider you've ever seen. This giant spider has 8 long, hairy legs and fangs that measure 0.75 inches or 2 centimeters, about half the size of a person's thumb. Its venom can stop a mouse in its tracks with a single bite. A giant of the spider world, the Goliath bird eater is the heaviest spider in the world. They can weigh up to 6 ounces or 170 grams, about the weight of a large apple. How big is it? A human hand is on average 7.44 inches long. On average in diameter, Goliath spiders are 12 inches long. Running into the spider the size of a dinner plate can be scary, but you don't need to worry. These spiders aren't dangerous to humans. They are an important part of the tropical habitats where they live. In fact, the 2 limbs next to the head are called the pedipalps. They help to hold prey. That's these 2 parts. Eyes, legs, and hair. Goliath bird-eating spiders are the largest of all tarantulas. Tarantulas are a type of big, hairy spider found in many parts of the world. Like many other spiders, Goliaths have 8 eyes and 8 legs. They also have 2 main body parts. The front part contains the spider's eyes, mouth, stomach, and brain. The legs are also attached to this part. The part in the back contains the spider's silk-making glands. Goliath tarantulas are covered in coffee-colored hairs. Their long, thick legs have dark brown hairs. The hairs are lighter in color at each joint or knee. Goliaths sometimes have a golden color in places, which accounts for their scientific name, blondie. Even though they have 8 eyes, these giant spiders have poor eyesight. They can tell light from dark, but they can't make out much detail. Instead, they depend on special hairs that cover their body to sense when prey is near. The hairs can feel the slightest vibrations on the ground and in the air. When a mouse or other small prey crawls by, wham! It triggers an attack. The Goliath has an extra set of short limbs near the spider's head to hold a victim. These short appendages then help pull the prey toward the Goliath's mouth and fangs. The legs attach to the front part of the body. What makes a tarantula a spider? The legs attach to the front part of the body, pedipalps in the front. The front of the body has the eyes, fangs, mouth, and stomach. The back part contains the silk glands. Spiders use their fangs to put poison into the animals they hunt. These are the fangs. All spiders have 8 legs, jaws with fangs, most spiders make venom, glands that make silk, a tough protective outer skeleton, eyes, most have 8 eyes, sensory hairs on their bodies. Life in the steamy rainforest. Goliath spiders live in the hot, humid rainforest of South America. They live in the burrows under the ground or in spaces under rocks. Unlike many spiders, they don't spin a web, but they make silk to use in their burrows. Tropical rainforests are hot spots for living things, from bats, butterflies, and birds to big cats and lush plant life. These habitats are rich with life. Rainforests cover only 6 or 7% of Earth's surface. However, they contain more than half of the plant and animal species in the world. Where do Goliath bird-eating spiders live? Goliath spider range. So they live right here between Venezuela, Brazil, and French Guiana. Hunters on the prowl. Tarantulas are nocturnal, which means they normally stay hidden in their burrows during the day. After the sun goes down, they hunt. Goliath spiders are skilled predators. Crickets, beetles, frogs, bats, mice, and other small animals are all on their menu. They sometimes eat a small bird, but feathered creatures aren't a normal part of their diet. These tarantulas have extra large, hollow fangs that are filled with venom. When a mouse or other small animal gets close, Goliaths pounce and grab the prey with their legs. The spiders inject the prey with venom through their fangs. Goliaths will often drag their prey back to their burrows to eat it. This is a Goliath spider dragging a mouse back to its burrow to eat it. The venom attacks the nervous system and paralyzes small prey. It isn't strong enough to cause serious problems in humans, but a bite can cause swelling and pain like a sting from a bee or a wasp. The Goliath spider mouth is a straw-shaped opening that can only suck. All food must be in liquid form. Spiders spray strong juices on the paralyzed animal they've bitten. These juices turn the flesh into liquid. A large tarantula can turn a mouse into a small pile of hair and bones in about 36 hours by breaking down the mouse tissue and sucking up liquid remains. That's a little over a day. Goliath spiders can shoot a cloud of stiff hairs at their attacker. These hairs have tiny hooks that cause tremendous irritation. What eats a giant spider? Although Goliath bird-eating tarantulas are giants of the spider world, they do have enemies. To scare away predators, Goliaths rear up on their hind legs or make a loud hissing sound by rubbing the hairs on their legs together. Still, hawks, owls, skunks, and snakes sometimes eat these spiders. One of their deadliest predators is an insect known as a spider wasp or tarantula hawk. When a female wasp spies a tarantula, she stings it. The sting paralyzes the spider but doesn't kill it. The wasp digs a hole, places the paralyzed spider in it, and lays an egg on it. When the egg hatches, the wasp larvae makes a tiny hole in the spider's body and crawls inside. Then the larvae feeds on the spider. This picture shows a paralyzed tarantula being dragged into its own burrow by a spider wasp. Growing up as a tarantula. Goliath spiders are loners. They only get together with other spiders during the mating season or when they're guarding their young. Females are bigger than males and live much longer. Some females have survived more than 25 years in captivity. Like all spiders, these tarantulas molt as they outgrow their hard outer covering, which is called an exoskeleton. They leave their old skin behind as a new outer skin hardens underneath. Adult goliaths molt once or twice a year. Spiderlings, or young spiders, molt more often. This is a picture of a tarantula molting. This is a tarantula. After mating, a female Goliath lays about 50 eggs in a silk egg sac. She stores the sac in her burrow and guards the eggs until they hatch in about 6 to 7 weeks. The little spiderlings stay under her watchful eye for a few weeks until after their first molt. Then they're on their own for the rest of their lives. This is a picture of a Goliath spider tending to her young. The young spiders will change color as they age. Young spiders and the big spider. Like many spiders, Goliath bird-eating spiders have 48 knees. Each leg has 6 joints. The Goliath bird. Why spiders matter. Goliaths have been around for millions of years, and they haven't changed much in all that time. Their sheer size has always fascinated people. We continue to learn more about these spiders, from how their venom works to why females live longer than males. Like all living things, these spiders play an important role in the habitats where they live. They help keep rodents, insects, and other prey species under control. They also provide food for other animals. The world just wouldn't be as interesting without these hairy giants crawling through the forest. Interesting fact. Their weight makes Goliath spiders slower than most other spiders, so they can't climb as fast. Glossary. Appendages. External body parts that stick out from the body, such as arms or legs. Burrows are holes dug in the ground by an animal for use as a home. Captivity. The state of being confined or without freedom. Glands. Organs that make and give off substances that are necessary for a body process. Molt, to shed an outer covering such as skin, hair, feathers, or shell before replacing it with a new layer. Nocturnal, active at night rather than during the day. Paralyzes, causes one or more parts of a body to become unable to move. Sense, to receive information about the world through sight, touch, taste, smell, or hearing. Venom, a poisonous fluid that some animals use to kill prey and defend themselves, usually delivered by biting or stinging.